There's a revolution coming. Let's do it. We are here for AEW Revolution 2023 predictions. I am Russ.
I am Ash.
This is AEW's first big pay-per-view of the year.
Yeah, we can call it a pay-per-view. Not
I get confused these days.
It's
first big pay-per-view of the year. We're going to run through 7 matches in total.
Oh dear.
We're building around the main event, which is for the AEW World Championship. It's for the big blueberry belt.
The what colour?
I call it the blueberry belt. I know it's Burberry, but blueberry just comes out of my mouth easier. Know what I mean?
Yeah.
Blue.
Low.
So we're going to run through the card. It's taking place from San Francisco, California. And it's going to be March 5th. It's this Saturday. We're recording this on Wednesday, the 1st of March.
So it'd be Sunday, wouldn't it?
Sunday. Is it a Sunday?
I don't know.
Wrestling shows are on Saturdays now. You've got to get with the programme. We haven't had Dynamite yet this week. We haven't had Rampage.
No.
So we don't know. You know, there could be a lot of change, especially surrounding the ladder match.
Well, the ladder match is going to happen. Well, the ladder match is going to happen. Dynamite, the face of Revolution on that. Well, this week, face of Dynamite. The
face of Dynamite, yeah.
And there's a Casino Tag Team Battle Royal to determine who's the 4th member of the tag team matches. Even though they did a Battle Royal last week, why didn't they just do one Battle Royal?
Look at this. This is predictions, not criticisms. For goodness sake, you're going to cost us all the AEW fans. Right, let's kick things off then with the triple. No, it's because there's 3 in a team.
The trios.
Let's start again. Let's kick things off with the 6. Still. We're going to start things off with the 3 versus 3, which is a 6. It's otherwise known as a 6-man tag.
Yeah, or the trios.
For the trios title, that's where I was getting it all up. It's going to be the Elite defending champions Kenny Omega, Matt Jackson, Nick Jackson, the Young Bucks. They're taking on the House of Black members Malachi Black, Buddy Matthews, Brody King. I can't.
Were you going to call him Buddy Black?
Buddy Black? No, Buddy Murphy. Buddy Black. They should all just be. Yeah, it's meant to be the House of Black.
Yeah.
So they're going up against Malachi Black, Buddy Black, and Brody Black. And
no managers.
Oh, and
exactly.
Julia
Black.
Julia. So House of Black need it, don't they? Really?
Yeah.
But I do see the Elite retaining.
Now, the thing about this match is because of the rumour about Kenny Omega contract running out soon, and the possibility of going to WWE because there's 2 wrestling companies, even though he did say, I don't know if you've seen this, for Sasha Banks' debut blog, he met her and said, "This is home for me."
What's in New Japan?
In New Japan, yeah.
Mm.
So I don't know if that means anything, but I will agree with House of Black need to win.
But are you going to say they are going to win?
House of Black are going to win.
I'm saying the Elite. I'd rather see House of Black win, but I'm saying the Elite. We're currently drawing on predictions now as well, which I don't like.
Don't forget to put it on the bottom. Winning.
Okay, right. Up next is going to be we'll say Ricky Starks versus Chris Jericho. Mm-hmm. Jericho Appreciation Society are banned from ringside.
Yes, they are.
But could anyone else interfere?
It could do. When you say someone's getting banned from ringside, you know something's going to interfere.
Yeah, it's almost basically pointing out that this is going to be some, dodgy finish.
It's like when they do a shark cage match, have someone in the shark cage and they always interfere.
I want to say Ricky Starks. Ricky Starks. Well, I'm gonna say Jericho.
Well, I'm just gonna take this off a sec. It's just announcing who my pick is as well.
What, Fozzy Bear?
Fozzy are going to come in and interfere.
That's not real, is it? Yeah, that's not your prediction, is it?
No, Jericho's going to win, but because there must be a reason why it's only JS that getting banned.
It's because Daddy Magic's too magical to be anywhere near ringside for anything. Because all the eyes are on Daddy Magic.
Because also, how many times you had someone, like I would say about the Shark Cage and people banned from ringside, how many it's actually helped who's it's supposed to not help? Like, do you remember when Big Show helped out John Laurinaitis when John Laurinaitis couldn't get help from anyone from the roster? So he fired Big Show the week before.
People power. Oh, yeah, okay. Speaking of Big Show, could Big Show be the... I'd seen it made the rounds. Obviously, Jericho filing for a trademark for Jericho. And Big Show maybe wanting to wrestle again.
But he said no more BS.
Never say never. All right, I'm going to say Jericho. You're going to say...
Jericho.
Oh, okay, right. Let's go for the next one. We're going to do TNT Championship. Samoa Joe defends against Wardlow. Another one where I think you could say Wardlow needs it.
Yeah.
But this time I will go with Wardlow wins it. I think Wardlow's got to win this one, really, because Joe's still the Ring of Honor TV champion. They're doing obviously all the Ring of Honor tapings and stuff. Try not to get any spoilers from those online. If you're just waiting to watch it, because unfortunately there is plenty of people out there just spoil it without any spoiler warning. Should add, but I don't know. I think Wardlow's going to take that one.
As much as I get annoyed with the TNT title changing hands like every other week, Wardlow needs it. So.
Yeah, and it's weird. I don't always like saying, "Oh, they need it. They need it." Like someone doesn't just need a championship in order to be good.
No, that's what they always say. Like the best workers don't really need titles to go over.
No, but then also I think sometimes what is a bit confusing in wrestling is that the best workers don't necessarily need a championship, but then you're told within the parameters of a wrestling story that like the championship is the main thing you should be going for. So if you're not coming here to be the champion, then you shouldn't be here, right? So if there's but yeah, Wardlow. Let's go Wardlow.
Yeah, and it might also depend on who wins the ladder match on Dynamite.
Will Hobbs, my boy, Powerhouse Willie. No, nothing.
No.
Oh, he smirked. I saw that. Next, we're gonna do John Moxley versus the Hanged Man, Adam Page. And I think...
Texas Death Match,
yeah. I am going to say Hangman Adam Page. And I'll say Hangman Adam Page because I honestly thought that MJF's first feud as world champion would have been with Hangman. Because that was initially what was set up from the very beginning on the first Double or Nothing for AEW. Was that because of the Battle Royal?
Yeah, they were the last two, weren't they?
Yeah, and they had that kind of but they've never really sort of visited it again. So this will be one of those things where they go long-term storytelling, but I think that's a bit of a reach at this point. But I would like to see the two of them lock horns and buckshot. Yeah,
I think Hangman should win as well. Because Moxley's been promised for like the last year or so to be having time off. So
poor Mox. Do you think they're going to actually write Mox off of TV though after this?
I think it depends on how badly he gets beaten up in this match.
There's going to be blood.
Really, with Moxley?
I know that's a bit of a,
As long as they don't cut into him getting the blade out. Like they usually do. Because they do. Every time.
Alright, next then, we'll go for the 4-way tag team match for the AEW World Tag Team Championships. We're going to see the defending champions, the Guns, Austin Gunn and Colton Gunn, and they're going to take on the former champions, the Acclaimed, and they're also going to take on Jay Lethal and Jeff Jarrett, and the TBD winners. Because obviously, we're going to find out on Dynamite who those will be. Do you want to make a prediction? We won't add it, well, actually, we might have to count it as a prediction if you think
Probably.
the TBD winners are going to win.
No.
I don't think they will. I think the Guns are going to retain, so I'll put that out there now. Guns to retain it.
Guns to retain.
They've just won it. But then that doesn't really mean much.
It doesn't really.
So...
do you know it was meant to... The build to this is weird, because it was meant to be a triple threat. Then the Acclaim said, by the way, we want to cash in our rematch clause and make it a fatal 4-way instead of challenging them on,
which is a strange move strategically.
Yeah, this is technically their one chance.
Strange move strategically, but do you know what? I've got there's something, the devil on my shoulder. he's telling me Jay Lethal and Jeff Jarrett might win it. I don't know why. I've got
a part of me wants it just to hear the internet cry and get off.
I wouldn't mind it at all. But I'll stick with the guns. But
yeah, the guns, because you've got the Billy Gunn situation, because you're trying to get. He might be putting his sons together again. The smoking guns to come back.
He might be putting his sons together again.
Custody of the sons again.
He's trying to get custody of his sons. Oh, Billy. Okay, right. Now we're going to go for the AEW Women's World Championship. It's a 3-way match. It's going to be the champion, Jamie Hayter. Mm-hmm. She's one of us. And she's going to be taking on Saraya.
One of us.
I forgot she was one of us. And Ruby Soho. Ruby Soho.
You met her?
I did, yeah. She was really nice. I reckon if the championship was to come off of Jamie Hayter, it will go to Saraya in this match. But I'm going to stick with Jamie Hayter just because she's great, isn't she? But that doesn't necessarily mean she's going to retain it here.
But she feels like another AEW Women's Champion that just wins the belt and does nothing.
That's been the case with a lot of just AEW champions, though.
It is. It's like unless you're a heel,
the problem
or the elite, you're not going to get built. You're not going to get built properly as a champion.
The problem is, it's usually quite good on the build-up to winning the title. Like the chase is usually quite entertaining, but then it sort of loses a bit of steam, I think, when they get it. I don't know though. Like I don't want to try and be like overly critical and stuff, but.
And the thing I like about this one is that anyone could win it. Really, I know it's a triple threat, and but they got Jamie Hayter with Britt, who could cost her or could help her.
Yeah.
We got Saraya. Is it how you pronounce the name? Saraya. She's got the Tony Storm bit that could help her or cost her, which I doubt it. And then Ruby, who's on her own, but they actually they've been trying to get her to side with Tony, because they're doing like the NWO with the women, the outsiders.
So who are you saying?
I'm going to go for Jamie because you are right.
I don't like that at all.
Well, you excited.
All right, but this brings us to the main event for the evening. It is for the AEW World Heavyweight Championship. Mm-hmm. Actually, it's just the AEW World Championship. There's no weightism here. Nothing like that.
No.
It's Big Blueberry. Mm-hmm. Like I always think of the Blueberry phone. Oh, that was a Blackberry. MJF will be defending the championship against the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson. I'm looking at you a lot in this video. Right now, I'm going to stop doing it.
Good.
MJF, Bryan Danielson in a 60-minute Iron Man match. This is guaranteed to go at least for 60 minutes. What do you think? Because I think it's going to go over.
I think it's going to go over. I don't know what the score is going to be. I've got a feeling it's going to be like
I reckon none.
It's going to be like 5 all or something like that. And
it'll either be something absurd or
because they're going to have. There's no way it's going to be 0-0.
Well, I don't know.
Because Brian's got loads of ways of beating you, and MJF's got so many tactics to like.
That is true. The only thing is, though, I think where matches have gone the distance in the past, I think it's because like they are obviously it's because nobody's got a pinfall or a submission.
Yeah.
And that's how it's gone the distance. So I don't know if they would necessarily do it again here, but I kind of feel like they would. So on that basis, I reckon maybe a 0-0. But ultimately, who are we going to say is going to win?
Oh, MJF.
Yeah, it's MJF. It's been great, and we have got some good matches with Bryan Danielson on the really,
on the road.
On the road, MJF's road to pay-per-view, which is like the thing.
The one thing I like about this build compared to the other ones is because now MJF's champion, it's best to have a winning streak, so it looks like you are a challenger instead of just beating people for no reason.
Yeah. Also, though, I think as champion, when you're setting the gauntlet down, so to speak, and making your opponent jump through the hoops, that kind of makes more sense as the champion
Yeah,
anyway,
it should.
right? Because I suppose they have, because in a way, like, because MJF is portrayed as like he's the cocky heel, and they kind of like portray him as like the coward. He's not like a wrestler and stuff like that, even though like anytime he stepped in the ring he's shown that he really is probably one of the best, especially in terms of selling.
I love the whenever they had the graphic for Dynamite, it will say MJF is contracted to wrestle on Dynamite. I love that just because it's
little things, isn't it? Yeah,
because how many matches a year does it feels like he has, but
I think that's the thing, it's a big deal when he does. So but Bryan Danielson is unquestionably, I don't know what you're saying there, but like Danielson's a challenger anywhere in any promotion for the top title now. But yeah, I suppose, you know, it makes him look strong going into it. But the idea of that, I suppose, is to plant a bit of doubt. But there's no doubt, really, is there? MJF's not losing this championship. That's where the big challenge is for this one, is that, you know, you're going to ask us to enjoy 60 minutes in a pay-per-view that already has 6 other matches on it. And AEW is not exactly well known for putting on reasonable length shows.
no.
So this really could be. I mean, what's the average for AEW? Like 4 hours, 4.5 hours.
4.5. I mean,
I reckon this will push 5.
the one thing that people are saying it is true is the build for these matches. Apart from like probably MJF, Brian, there's no real reason to get you excited.
Nothing there. There's not a real level of investment.
I say the one that got like all these really good pay-per-views in the last few years have been the release have that like shit build. Like last year, Forbidden Door, no real promotion at all until like the last week. It was voted like the best show of the year, not for me, probably not for everyone else, but it was a good show. In
the Wrestling Observer Awards, you should probably mention that's where it was voted as best. I've got
the amount of times WrestleMania has had a poor build, and they've actually been pretty good manias.
Yeah, I'm not going to doubt for a second. I think that the matches will be incredible. Like AEW very rarely misses the mark in terms of putting on really good matches, but I think that's what I mean. But like I need to be like invested going into it. Like I want to be excited going into it. Instead of coming out at the end of it and going, oh, that was really good, like much better than I expected. Like it's not the feeling you want to have.
Not really.
And that's not going to be for everybody. And if you're watching this and you're really looking forward to it, you know, please, our word's not gospel. We're just giving predictions, and this is just how we generally feel, isn't it?
Yeah.
But if you're looking forward to this show, then more power to you, because ultimately I'm just jealous that I'm not. So, but you know, for those who are, why don't you let us know what your predictions are? You can do so. I forgot what I was even saying then.
Don't ask me.
You can
comment down below.
That's it. On that note, everybody, if you've enjoyed the video, do like, subscribe. No, I'm done with that.
Yeah.
Let us know your predictions. Wherever you are in the world, do stay safe, look after each other, and we will catch you very soon. I'm still looking at you. You say bye to the people.
Bye to the people.